da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hi everyone, welcome to a more chatty video. My name's Mia, I watch movies, and today I'm going to tell you what I got up to on Star Wars Day. I hope everyone else enjoyed their May the 4th. Obviously it's a little bit different to usual circumstances. Usually I'd just be meeting up with friends and watching all the Star Wars movies, but this year is a little bit different as we are in lockdown, and I'm the only Star Wars fan in my household, which is a little bit shocking, I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, it was still pretty fun. So if it's not already obvious, I am quite a big Star Wars fan. I have been from a very young age. A lot of my passion for films kind of comes from my dad. Me and him used to watch all the classic films every single week, including all the Star Wars films, and we used to watch all of them in order a couple times a year. So that is where my passion for Star Wars comes out. It is kind of like a huge part of my life. So moving on to the present day, obviously it's kind of obvious I'm obsessed with films and I'm very passionate about films, and a lot of that does come from my childhood when I was growing up, and my love for Star Wars just keeps growing and growing. So May the 4th is quite an important day for me for 3 reasons. Number 1, obviously it being Star Wars Day. Number 2, it being my idol Audrey Hepburn's birthday. She would have been 91 this year as well. And the third reason is because it's my grandparents' wedding anniversary. I'm not going to mention how many years they've been together for because I don't want to embarrass them, but they are probably watching this video as they have been supporting all of my videos. So as they are watching, hi guys, happy anniversary, and I really miss you guys as well. So my May the 4th started with the sound of the doorbell ringing and my dog Milo barking because the door was ringing. It was my Amazon parcel, because I'm one of those people that are just addicted to the site Amazon, and look what came. Okay, so my pre-order of this adorable Funko Pop finally arrived in the post. I have been waiting for it since it got announced in like 2019 that they were going to have this little Funko. It is so cute and it was so worth the wait as well. I don't know how everyone else has their Funkos, but I always keep the boxes and I kind of stand them in front of the boxes. So I'm just going to plant him over here. He can bobble around in the background. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. Still got my Halloween mug, even though it's definitely not Halloween anymore, but you know, every day's Halloween for me. But anyways, I absolutely loved the Mandalorian series. So it came out in March, as Disney Plus came out in March in the UK. I just watched the final episode in series 1 and it was very good, and I cannot wait for the next ones to come. And Baby Yoda was obviously my most favourite part of that. Pretty much obsessed with Baby Yoda at the moment. Everything is Baby Yoda themed. I'm also determined to get a Build-A-Bear of Baby Yoda because it is so cute. I just got to save up for it because it's quite expensive. But anyways, I wanted to show off my little Funko Pop, and the best way to do that is by taking pictures to put on your social media. So guess what I did? I grabbed my very fancy DSLR camera that I use for photography, and I took some professional pictures of him. Cue the garden Baby Yoda pictures. It was honestly the best thing to be able to get out there with my little camera and practice my little camera skills on probably the best model I've ever used. So the next thing on my agenda was to call my best friend Aaron, who I have been watching the Mandalorian series with over video chat every single week, which is really fun. And we video chatted, and when he answered the phone, this is what he looked like. Honestly, it's so refreshing to see my friends sharing the same enthusiasm for Star Wars as I do. So together over video call, me and him both watched The Empire of Dreams, the story of the Star Wars trilogy on Disney Plus, which is probably one of the most in-depth documentaries I have ever watched. So the documentary basically tells the story of George Lucas and how he got into filmmaking and the production process of the original 3 Star Wars films. It also discusses the impact Star Wars had on popular culture and how it's going to be a legacy to carry on in many years still to come. The documentary includes exclusive interviews from both cast and crew, including George himself, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford. The story of how Star Wars was created is, to me, one of the most inspirational stories I've ever heard. So obviously George Lucas was fresh out of film school, and he had this huge idea to make a fantasy movie / sci-fi movie that is based in space, and everyone around him thought it was the most bizarre idea, that all the props, all the design, even the script they didn't think was that good. No one on the production believed that it would be a successful film, but obviously George Lucas really believed in this idea. The production process was an absolute nightmare. Things were falling apart. The whole production was running behind schedule, and the final cuts were not living up to George Lucas's imagination. But upon its release, it was one of the most successful films in box office history, made a huge impact on pop culture, obviously made George Lucas kind of like become incredibly famous, including all the other actors in the film as well, and it also had a huge impact on merchandising and toy industries and stuff. I do highly recommend this documentary to anyone, even if you're not really a Star Wars fan. It is just so refreshing just to watch it and see how one of the most successful films in history was ever made. So the rest of the day was pretty standard. I had to nip to the store. As I was there, I had my t-shirt complimented. I will just show you my t-shirt, BB-8, which is quite a cool one. I've actually had this one for many years now. And then as I left the store, the cashier actually said to me, "May the Force be with you," or "May the 4th be with you." Yeah, that was about as far as my Star Wars day went. So before I finish this video, I just wanted to answer a question of the day. This one comes from the Instagram account, Hey, I'm Lady A. So, hey, I'm Lady A. Her question to me is, was there a film you could only ever watch once? Okay, I know exactly the answer to that question. And the answer is the film Marley and Me. I do not like sad films that involve dogs. I think I've mentioned that in a few other videos, that I don't like seeing sad things about dogs. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. Please do make sure that you like and subscribe. Also, please do let me know in the comments down below how you spent your Star Wars day in quarantine. But until then, may the Force be with you.